Welcome. This is the introductory video for Engineering 2164 Electronics 1. Since I missed some of you in class, I figured I'd do an introductory video to orient you to the class. This is what I hope you get out of this class. I hope that you become familiar with a variety of tools, a little more familiar than you have been. Scopes, probes, function emitters. You've seen all these before, but we hope to deepen that understanding. I hope that you can understand and verify concepts of passive and active electronic and basic digital devices. I hope you can design these things. That's where it really comes down to, is can you make them work? Can you collect and organize data from an experiment into a narrative? This is not a writing intensive class as 2120 was, but we'll still be emphasizing writing to a certain extent, but not as much. And the one big new piece is I do want you to, we will concentrate a little more on lab journals this semester than we did last semester. In general, we'll have pre-labs due the day before class at class time, 2:10. And general policies during the lab, you start by calibrating probes every time. You want to use your lab journals to take data as opposed to just taking data in your Excel spreadsheets or data tables or whatever. So you want to take more data within your lab journals. You want to do things like sketch schematics, update your designs, explain what's going on, especially things that didn't go well. If you do 4 or 5 tangents throughout the experiment and all you write down is the final number, it's difficult for you to remember what you did and reconstruct that. At the end of most labs, we will have a lab checkout very similar to 2120. And it is, of course, required you clean up the area, leave it as you found it. Even better, nice. Sometimes other people don't clean up as well as we do, so please do that. Post labs will be due at 2:10 the week after the lab, so you have one entire week to finish up the lab, ask me any questions, do the write-ups. Those are due on T-Learn. So in lab policies, during the lab, you want to put the phones away. If you need to step away and take an urgent call, you can, but certainly during pre-lab lectures, as we have them, you don't want to be using the phone. If you have food, drinks, backpacks, things like that, they should stay over in the lecture area. And non-lab hours, you're okay to go in. You have 24/7 access via your key card, but you're only allowed to come in if you've either made prior arrangements with the lecturer who's in there, or if there's no class going on. So it is mostly yours to use, except for when there's classes going on. We will have 3 sets of lab groupings. We'll have one for this first set of labs here, 1, 2, 3 in Design 1, then we'll switch and we'll have a middle grouping, then we'll have a final grouping. There are no repeats on lab partners, and if we have an odd number of students in the class, we can have one group of either 3 or 1 as you guys wish. You may not repeat that, so if you're in a group of 3, you only get in one group of 3, etc. So make sure you record who you're working with on the Google Doc so that I know. All the stuff we will be doing is on T-Learn. Just like last semester when Dr. Schwartz and I split the course, we'll have a master course and then we'll have 2 section-specific courses. So in terms of submission links and timely information, that'll be on your section-specific course. But all the handouts and general documents and things will be on the -M course. This is, with the exception of the first lab, hopefully the schedule that we'll be following this semester. You can see each of these has a different contribution to your final grade. And there are 3 designs as we go. So we have Design 1, Design 2 right before spring break, and Design 3 right after spring break, which allows us to kind of wind down with a little bit more lighter fare. Unlike most of your courses, which ramp up right at the end, this course will actually taper off a little bit to give you some more mind space there at the end. So I hope to see you in class. Thank you.